All right, hey guys, this is Jeremy and Derek from Abolition Men tonight. Hey, there's been a lot of talk going on the social media, Twitter, Facebook, about some different sex trafficking things going on. Specifically, one we want to talk about tonight is the Wayfair scandal. Everybody's been ripping Wayfair. I mean, I can't buy any furniture anymore. Don't know what to do. So, but Derek, can you tell me a little bit what's going on? I mean, can I buy some Wayfair furniture, or do I have to move on from that?
Yeah, right now I think it would be okay, okay to do that. The whole conspiracy theory started, I guess, with some Reddit users that were making some connections between things that were on the Wayfair website and possible connections with sex trafficking. And then, of course, it kind of had this like life of its own. And one of the challenges is that it created a lot of misunderstanding and misinformation, which then really kind of convoluted the real issue of sex trafficking. And I think it really became a distraction rather than something that was useful or beneficial.
Yeah, it's a shame because this is something we really need to be strongly focused on. And the last thing we need is people kind of throwing things that distract out there so that we can't really understand what we're looking at. And then people kind of get numb because they've heard this and they start thinking, well, I've already heard about this. It's not really a big deal. So we want to keep people on track to what's really important. But as people are getting hooked into these kind of myths and these conspiracy theories, what does this really reveal about people's general understanding of sex trafficking?
Yeah, I think it's a double-edged sword there. And one, I should say that I have seen that, very respectable anti-trafficking organizations have come out with strong statements, and other people too, kind of debunking the conspiracy theory. I think that's important that it
Yeah.
was, we are talking about a conspiracy theory that wasn't proven true. But what I think that shows is that, one, on the positive side, I think this story shows that there is a general awareness and understanding of sex trafficking. That's why
Right.
this became a big deal, is because people have some type of awareness that, hey, sex trafficking is happening in the world, and we should be aware of it. On the other hand, though, it shows that there's still very much a misunderstanding of what it really looks like, how to identify it when you see it, what's causing it. It's clear that we're still not fully aware of the signs and the red flags to be looking for, and can easily be led astray. I think that's what this really shows. And that was the unfortunate part too, Jeremy, is that it, because there's so much misinformation and false reporting, it really took away from what's really happening in the world. And even, I know Polaris Project was talking about the National Human Trafficking Hotline was over flooded with all this, the false reporting on Wayfair, that it was really taking away from, the real work that's happening and real reporting on sex trafficking offenses.
Yeah, it's really important. I mean, we need to do a better job as organizations, as people, to get ourselves a little better educated to figure out what exactly it is we need to be looking for and reporting, and what's important to say. And so, what are some ways that people can do that? How can I get my, I don't always know what to look for. I see some things and I maybe want to call, I maybe don't. What are some things I can do to get myself better educated so I know what the signs are, so I'm not, overloading the hotline when I don't need to, or I'm not, you know, challenging companies or people that really aren't doing anything wrong.
I think this is where the again, on a very positive side, there's so many, again, very reputable anti-trafficking organizations and people that, boots on the ground kind of thing, and well researched and well connected, that really understand what's happening in the real world. And I think for general public to really look to those organizations for your education and information. If Wayfair was trafficking children, we would hear it first, not from Reddit, but from Polaris Project or
Yeah.
World Without Exploitation, or some of these organizations that's what they do. That's why they exist. And then also you can get better educated that way too. At Abolition Men, we we list some of these organizations where if you want to learn more about risk factors and what it looks like, there's plenty of resources and tools that people can go to get educated about this.
Yeah. Awesome, Derek. That's all great information. Another thing we want to let you guys know is that we've got a new series coming up in the next week. We'll probably, hopefully next week, we're going to start our first episode. We're going to do 3 series, each with 5 episodes to talk about things that help you get educated on this and help you learn more about us as abolition men, learn more about how you can help end the demand and stop sex trafficking. What's the first series going to be about, Derek?
Yeah, this I'm really excited about because, one, again, just going back on the idea that there's some general awareness about trafficking, but still a lot of misinformation and misunderstanding. If that's true about the issue of sex trafficking, it's even more true about the demand for commercial sex, which is what drives all the behavior of sex trafficking. There's very little information and understanding about how demand is connected to everything. So that's why I know we're excited to be doing a web series in which we begin to debunk the myths about demand. And I'm really excited about this because there's some things, being involved in anti-demand work, I'm hearing these myths all the time,
Yeah.
and it's just amazing how common in general, how common these myths are and how I hear about them in so many different general types of ways. And so we want to take some time to really talk about the 3 main myths. And in our first one, we're going to be talking about the myth of the impossibility of ending demand. There's this idea that it's too big. It's been with us forever. We're never going to be able to end it. And when we really take a look at that, we'll see that it's just not true. So I'm excited to be talking about that.
Yeah, I'm excited that we're gonna be able to kind of get that out because so many people, they're always saying to me that prostitution is the oldest profession in the world, and I'm just like, come on, guys,
Right.
let's get rid of that myth. So I'm excited we'll be able to go through that and help people understand why that's not true and why we can't continue to sell that lie into our lives.
Yes. And let's move beyond these myths and the general way that we're misunderstanding it and get to real solutions, and that's really exciting as well, is that once we no longer buy the lie, then we can actually get busy doing really good work. So I'm excited about it. And our hope is to launch it next week. We'll be putting it on our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook page. So there's 2 different ways people can have access to that. Of course, we'll be highlighting that as well on our Facebook page. So if you haven't gone to our Facebook page yet, please go to facebook.com/Abolition Men Collective. You'll also, our website's here on the screen. You can see that you can go there to learn more as well. And we're excited to be having conversation with you guys and clearing up a lot of myths out there that contribute to sex trafficking happening.
Awesome.